I'm looking at a dashboard that's based on a large cardiology congress that took place in Europe, and I want to develop a list of cardiologists who are from Europe and who were the most active in the Twitter conversation around this event. Then I want to monitor that group of European cardiologists over the coming year. To start, I'm going to apply 3 quick filters. The first is going to be a stakeholder filter, because I want to isolate this to only look at doctors. The second is going to be a location filter, because I also want to isolate this to only consider those doctors who are from Europe. And the third and final filter is a biodescription filter. This is where I'm going to include a comma-separated list of all the different ways that I think somebody may refer to themselves in their Twitter bio as being a cardiologist. Now what I've done is I've pre-populated a comma-separated list here of all those different ways I could think of, or at least many different ways. And I did so in English, Spanish, and French. So I'm just going to copy this list. Come back to Signals and paste it right into this filter field. Then I'm going to choose my Run button. And now we're going to populate this entire dashboard with activity coming from doctors who can be mapped to Europe and in their Twitter bio refer to themselves as being a cardiologist. Coming down to our influencer report, I'm going to switch the metric to tweets because I want to see who those European cardiologists were that were actively tweeting. And here's my list in order of who was most active. Now I'm going to export this list into a CSV file. And there we go. That file has now been sent. And I pre-populated one right here. A CSV file will open up in any spreadsheet software. I happen to be using a Google spreadsheet, but you can use Excel, Numbers, a variety of other spreadsheet softwares out there. In this column right here, you'll notice this is where the username is. And I am going to add a column just to its right. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run a quick little formula here where I say that this cell is equal to this, my ampersand sign, quote, comma, quote. And then I'll hit my enter key. I'm going to choose to autofill all the way down. And if you see, what I did here was I've added a comma to the end of all of these Twitter handles. And what that does is it gives us a ready-made comma-separated list of Twitter handles belonging to European cardiologists nonetheless. Coming back to Signals, I'm going to go over to my home screen where I'm going to create a new dashboard now. And in the search bar, I'm going to paste that comma-separated list. And there you go. Because we're tracking so many tens of thousands of Twitter handles in the system, we were already tracking all 50 of those European cardiologists. Now all I have to do is hit the Run button. And now we're populating a dashboard with every tweet that group of European cardiologists are sending out, plus every time one of them are being mentioned in someone else's tweet. I like this dashboard and I want to keep it. I'm going to give it a name. And hit my Run or my Save button. Now I can monitor this group of specialists to better understand what they're interested in. I can place a word filter on the dashboard to zero in on their thoughts and opinions on specific subject matter. And I can begin to understand who among them are most influential with their peers. In just a few quick steps, I've been able to build a dashboard that's going to be useful for some time to come.